This week, we're talking about a band that a lot of people have asked us to do over the years.
Roach Koach.
Podcast.
That band is called Bionic Jive, and their album is called Armageddon Through Your Speakers.
Yes.
We're going to dive all into this album. We're going to dive into this band. Matt, to kick things off, I want to let you know that this album came out October 16th, 2001.
Oh, boy.
It's an oh boy release date because it is a come down record.
Definitely a come down record.
October 20, 2001. Also, some may say just as fraught as September of 2001.
Yes.
Yeah, a fraught time. Now, I will say some people said, you know what? It wasn't all bad, Lauren.
No.
And I was like, what do you cite? And they say, well, Training Day came out. And I was like, good point. Good movie.
Great movie.
But then I'm like, what else, though? And they're like, well, geez, Lauren, come on.
Come
get
on,
off my
Lauren.
back.
You
Get
know
off
what
my back.
happened in September
You
of
know
2001.
Anyway, so we're going to talk all about this. Matt, do you have any history with Bionic Jive?
I certainly do not. They've been mentioned to the show a few times, and it does feel that it's about time that we did them.
Absolutely. So if you go to the Wikipedia, it only just takes you to the album. They don't have a proper, it's a rare instance in which the band does not have a Wikipedia page, but the album has a Wikipedia page. So that required me to do a little bit more Googling to find out what was going on.
Just touch a scoosh of goog.
A scoosh of Goog took me over to Last FM, gave me a little bio. Last FM lets me know that Bionic Jive is a rap metal rapcore group from Phoenix, Arizona.
Rap metal, rap core.
Yes, right. They released this album, obviously in 2001, on Interscope. They gained some media exposure in 2002 after having their song Ricochet featured in the soundtrack and commercials for the movie The Transporter. Matt, have you seen The Transporter?
Yes. Yes, I have. That's with our boy.
It's with our boy Jason Statham.
Yep. And
That's right.
she got the person in the trunk.
She's got the woman in the trunk. That's right. He's got a set of rules. He's never look at the package. I never look at the package. Then he looks at the package.
He
broke his rule.
broke his rule.
He broke his rule. All bets are off.
That's what Roger Ebert's like. When you gonna break that rule?
When you gonna break that rule? Roger Ebert watching. He's like, when's he gonna break it?
I'm hungry for someone to break some rules.
He's like, what are you gonna look at that? Look at that trunk.
Look at that trunk.
Statham, open the trunk.
Open the trunk.
Oh, it's a hot Asian lady.
Oh, you're so done.
You're
You're
done.
so done.
You're done. They can shoot missiles at your house. Get out of there. They were also
Shoot missiles at your house.
they were also featured in the 2002 edition of the Eminem's Anger Management Tour.
Oh wow.
And then, according to this biography, not much happened with the band until 2003, when Bionic Jive announced two upcoming albums. Armageddon Unreleased, a collection of early demos, remixes, and songs that didn't make it to Armageddon Through Your Speakers, and a new studio album, Passion Over Politics. Neither album saw release at their scheduled dates. As rumors started swirling that they had broke up in 2005, Bionic Jive relaunched their website, set the record straight about their status, and announced new plans for Passion Over Politics. According to this, they are currently signed to Techie Pyro Records. I don't know about Passion Over Politics, but what an album title.
Yeah.
What an album That sounds, isn't that like Thanksgiving with your in-laws? Isn't that Passion Over Politics?
I think it is. I think it's the passion for your family.
That's right.
The passion of the Christ.
The second song in that album, Enjoy This Kielbasa as I Tell You About Unions. What is it going to be?
Ooh, great point. I would think, yeah, pumpkin pie, and Dad's thought on globalists.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I think happens on that album. We're not doing that album. We're doing Armageddon Through Your Speakers.
Can't wait.
Which, genre tags for this album, Matt, rap metal and new metal.
All right.
Okay. According to Wikipedia, this album received positive reviews from Rough Edge and Exclaim. But the All Music Review, only 2.5 stars. Sputnik Music, 3.5 stars. Matt, let's talk about who's in the band.
Who is in that band?
Akko Mack on lead vocals. Emerge McVeigh, also on lead vocals. Seth Rockwell, guitar. Richard Cunny Gartner, bass guitar. Chris TGI Eisner, drums.
Gotta say, Seth Rockwell, great name.
Incredible name. That's why the other two guys have nicknames.
They have to.
They had to.
You're going to be following Seth Rockwell in the lineup. Like, on a guitar, we've got Seth Rockwell. And then on bass guitar, Gunny.
Gunny. And on them drums, It's Chris TGI Eisner. Matt, producer.
You can see it now.
You can see it now. Matt, producer on this record,
Ooh.
an old friend, Howard Benson.
Howie B in the place to be.
Howard Benson is back. This guy, truly, his early 2000s, man. Did he see his family?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. He's probably, listen, I love you. I love you all. But I have to go help POD mix Satellite.
Well, if the conversation with Steppa taught us anything, is that producing by Howard Benson means you're in the place he produces, and one of my right-hand men will guide you unless they hear something that really pops.
Good point. Good point. Matt, we should just dive into this record.
Let's do it.
Let's just dive into it. The opening track is a spoken word poem that then leads into the first proper song. So it's a Who's Your God Part 1 into Shut 'Em Down.
All right, here we go.
It's automatic. I rain caskets of dead poets.
Shut 'em down.
Yo, we hazardous, dangerous rhyme patterns you couldn't see with 3D optical lenses.
Okay.
For the first time in a while, Matt, we can say with zero irony that these motherfuckers are spitting.
For real.
These guys are spitting. This is some prime thesaurus rap. All right. There is a lot of different type of rap. All right. And you've got rappers and there's some where you just know don't check me on this, but it really felt listening to this album. I was like, they were making sure they're not repeating any words. If they use a certain word in a song.
This is all new ideas throughout the whole song.
Thing. And I got to say that I enjoy, we talk about a lot of the albums that were supposed to come out, that did come out after 9/11 and immediately in its wake. And it is funny that with everything on this album is top to bottom, as you would say, Matt, tip to tail.
Tip to tail, stem to stern.
Conspiracy theories, serial killer mentionings, so much wild shit. And they were just like, put it out. Just put it out. Just put it out. We can't keep this thing. We can't sit on this thing. We sit on this thing, they're going to add a verse about that. Can't be done. Just get it out there. Going back to the spoken word verse at the top.
Okay.
They really set a tone there because they do mention like all of these serial killers and how they're all like influence them. And then there's a line, incest multiplies my populations. I was like, this is the weirdest brag I've ever heard in my life because he's trying to create, I think this is like going into a bit of a horrorcore vibe, but it was every time I heard it, I was like, what?
Incest multiplies my populations.
Yes, because I think he's saying because this is Armageddon Through Your Speakers. This is a very like end of the world type of album. There's a lot of doom saying on this album. So I think it might be the other reason they were put it out. They were like, 9/11 happened. And they were like, we were right. Get this record out.
Have you seen Loose Change?
Have you seen these guys have seen Loose Change?
These guys good. Oh, don't get high with these guys.
No.
Holy shit.
Well, you're gonna hear. So we get into Shut 'Em Down. And I want to say, on my first listen to this, I was like, oh, yeah, this is getting the job done.
Getting the job done.
We go right into that chorus. We got some crunchy guitars.
Feels good.
It feels really good. Let me read you this lyric.
Get it.
We hit the stage and make them pit. Open up the crowd like an autopsy, yo. We shut them down, verbally cut off your skin, give your bones osteoporosis, then we see it again. What?
Wow.
What a visual there.
What is happening?
We're going to cut. Here's the thing. You're already dead, and they're still giving you osteoporosis. It's an autopsy.
This is a nightmare.
What a terrible situation. That's how much they don't like you.
They don't like you at all.
Wow. Incredible stuff. Strong open. I'm into it. They deliver on the chorus. You can say whatever insane shit you want in those verses because then you get to that chorus. I'm like, shut them down. Shut them down. Absolutely. I don't know who you're shutting down. Sounds like anyone with a pulse, but shut them down. I'm into it. And yeah, basically we're running into the same thing. Bionic Jive, they're the greatest. They will shut down all competitors.
Yep.
The common rap theme. But in this case, they will desecrate your deceased body.
But also they're necrophages.
Listen. Here's the thing. He's one of the first lines of the album is incest multiplies by populations, and he's buckle up. I got more where that came from. How'd you feel about it, Matt?
Oh, you know what? I was expecting to be driving a car full blast on Twisted Metal. This has a real, like, playing a video game and destroying shit vibe because it is not bad at all. I liked it a lot, but it has that vibe of just, like, cartoonish over the topness that made me feel like, oh, I want to be playing a very violent video game while this is on.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh no, these guys actually mean this shit, which makes me go, oh, well, then I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Exactly.
If these guys really mean this shit, I gotta go.
No, yeah. So we're gonna assume that they are not actually going to desecrate any corpses, but we are going to enjoy the level of insanity.
Yeah.
Because listen, guys, it's only track 2.
Yeah.
A lot more to come.
If this is playing full blast at an arcade with Smash TV, I'm having the best time of my life.
If this is playing in an arcade, it's only playing in one arcade, and it's the one that Shredder has in the first Ninja Turtles movie. Okay, that's where this is playing. All right, this is prime. Listen, I don't know how the economics of that crime syndicate worked, but looked great to me when I was 8 years old.
Solid business plan.
I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to go there. I'm not saying listen, Turtles, they're my boys.
Yeah.
Turtles are my boys.
Ride or die for the Turtles.
Turtles, absolutely. But they did have a very convincing plan over there at the Foot Clan to recruit kids. They were like, listen, skateboard ramps, video games, and also you can smoke cigarettes, I guess, if you want.
Totally.
And they were like, yeah, honestly, it's a little surprising the Ninja Turtles were able to beat them. With just that speaks to the strength of the Turtles. That the kids were surrounded by all this, and then they were like, "These are Ninja Turtles, though."
Yeah, that is pretty rad. And they love pizza.
They love pizza. So there you go.
All right,
Matt. Up next, we've got Pump.
That chorus is Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. I heard this chorus in my car, and I was like, I gotta find a cliff.
Dude.
I couldn't find one. That's why I'm here today. But man, this is prime jumping music.
I'm going to play Boom by POD, followed by Pump by Bionic Jive, and I'm just going to put them on repeat. My legs gains.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be jumping so much.
If you put this on in the gym, everyone's going to meet their goals for the week that day.
Real that day in that set.
That set is happening. Incredible song.
Yeah.
I love so much about it. I love the fact that it starts off and it sounds like it could be a Stuck Mojo song or like a Down song or something. The sort of southern rock like riffage.
Yeah, I was worried for a moment. I was like, are we going to go to the butt? And then they were like, no. Well, tilt that camera up.
Well, Matt, I mean, the first line of the song is, "Are you ready for a brother with a mouthful of hand grenades?" Are you?
No, I wasn't.
No one's ready. No one's ready. Mouthful of hand grenades. Incredible.
Just imagine someone walks in right now, comes down the stairs of the Indigo basement.
Yes.
To us, mouthful of hand grenades. First thought, well, this is how I die. This is how it happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also impressed that it's not just singular hand grenade that you think would be enough. And this is hand grenades plural.
Multiple hand grenades. I mean, I feel like the standard human mouth
could only handle one hand grenade.
2 tops.
3. He leads me to believe this is at least 3, possibly 4 hand grenades.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's a mouthful.
I'm trying to think back to every Punisher comic I've ever read. I feel like he's shoved a hand grenade in somebody's mouth at least once.
Oh, you know the Punisher stuff.
What am I talking about? I know the Punisher shoved a grenade in somebody's mouth before. Yeah, it's an incredible visual, incredible first line. And then you go into this chorus where you just say pump a lot. Great.
Love it. You know what? Don't overcomplicate it.
Absolutely. The Pump music video. And I'm just going to say, I watched all the music videos for this album.
Okay.
It really felt like a situation where I don't believe that the band had control. I believe that they were, you know what? We talk about it a lot. I think some suits got involved. So this is a music video. The band drives up to a warehouse in a very fancy car. And there's a kid sitting outside of it with a boombox and he's kind of bored. The band gets out of the fancy car. They leave all the doors open to the car. And then they walk into this warehouse and the kid's like, what's going on? And I was like, is this to show that they're so baller that they can just leave this car unattended in what doesn't look like a good neighborhood? All the doors open. And it's like a brand new car. Go into this warehouse, and then you think, oh, they're going to be performing in the warehouse. They're going to be rocking faces in this giant. No, they're in a tiny room, and they're performing, and the main rapper is using what looks like, honestly, an old-timey microphone, which is also strange. And then the kid is just watching them perform through a mail slot in the door while also doing dances and rap hands. Didn't think it was very good. Seemed actually kind of lame. Not worthy of the song.
That feels like the Smooth Criminal video, but described by somebody who's only seen 2 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So kids outside of a club and they're looking at a performance.
Yeah. Honestly, when you bring up the fact the Smooth Criminal video basically came out at the exact same time as this one, and it's, the people were not helping out Bionic Jive with this music video. It's not good. Now, songmeanings.com, Matt.
A favorite website. One of my top 20 websites.
I would say it might be top 19.
Mm-hmm.
Might be.
Yeah, it's not number 20.
No, for sure. There are not a lot of comments, but some interesting ones. This one's from The Prince.
I'm ready.
This is from...
So he came all the way from Paisley Park.
Yes. Well, Prince with a Y.
Well, that's how he hides his identity on the
That's
internet.
right. I can't let people know. This is from May 18th, 2002. This was posted, I think this is like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Underrated band, but one of my favorites. I saw the video for I Shot Lucifer on MTV2, and I went and downloaded it, and then I fell in love. Joined their street team, and I love all of their songs. This is one of their best, too. I'm going to see them on Anger Management 2002 with Papa Roach and Ludacris, among others, if all goes well. I love this band. Go check out their site at http://www.bionicjive.com. The Prince. Now, Matt.
Okay.
I know what you're thinking.
Yep.
At first, you're thinking, this is a true fan. Found them accidentally.
Then he lets us know that he's part of the street team.
Right. So then it's, wait, dude, you're a plant. But then there's a twist in here. I plan to see them at Anger Management 2002 with Papa Roach and Ludacris, among others, if all goes well. What's going on at home? The Prince. You're the Prince.
See, if it all goes well in terms of me garnering success for Bionic Jive, and if I don't do well, please listen to Bionic Jive. I need to see Anger Management.
So basically, if Bionic Jive doesn't do well, they're going to punish the street team?
Yeah, you guys failed.
That's where they take it out.
Yep.
Wow. That's tough for the street team.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's
hard.
hard.
Streets.
I guess that's how you like create. I guess I don't know what it does for morale, but I guess basically if they fail, you fail. If you win, they win.
That's right.
Okay.
But your winning is concert tickets
To see them with Papa Roach, Ludacris, and others.
Can't wait for others.
Can't wait for and others. All right, Matt. Up next, we have the song that this person downloaded and it made them join a street team. So you might be joining one in a second. It's called I Shot Lucifer. Matt, we got a couple ideas floating around here. We got some idea guys here. Some ideas.
Oh my god!
You know, it's that thing of what's that dude in the corner of the bar? He seems to just be talking to himself. You asked the question, what if he had a killer band? What if Seth Rockwell was backing that guy
What
up?
if Seth Rockwell was laying down some riffs?
Oh, my Lord. This one is truly wild because I listened to this a bunch of times and I was like, what are we truly talking about here? This seems to be like he's embodying the evil, but he's saying that in order to shoot Lucifer, like he embodied the evil so deeply that then he shot Lucifer to transcend the evil. I don't know. This is a true off-the-rocker situation. A lot of lines in it that, taken out of context, kind of hysterical.
Yep.
I think early on, one of the ones that made me laugh was, my neighbor's hard to love because I know he child molest. So he's presented this position of, there's child molesters everywhere. But it just creates this picture that he met his neighbor And he's like, oh man, he seems like a really great guy, except for all that child molesting. Otherwise, I'd totally let him borrow a cup of sugar. On account of hard to love. Hard to love is a funny line to me.
Yeah, well, I did not expect that Bible Matt would have to show up.
Yes, Matt. Oh, yeah, for sure.
In Bionic Jive's album. So it's okay. So it's a play on love your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. And now he's a child molester. What does that make me? How do I love them?
How do I exist in this world where these type of people exist?
Right. And
Okay.
how can I do this thing?
Yeah.
And then I shot Lucifer. Christ compelled me. Again, I'm very surprised with the conspiratorial aspects meeting a very radical take on faith. But at the same time, we've seen people on street corners with signs.
We have.
So I just wasn't expecting it. This throws me a little bit for a loop.
Yeah. Now I will point out, this is once again this thing. I guess I've forgotten the level in which people were really mad that Clinton had an affair in office, because there is a lyric in the second verse, put the president in jail, he in office having sex. Man, this is like the third album I feel like we've come across with these rockers just like, he did what?
Not my president.
Not mine. On Hillary? How dare you? He's so mad. They're just so mad. And to the point where he's cheating on his wife. Send him to jail.
Yeah.
Send him to
'Cause if
jail.
he can't stay faithful to her,
How
could he stay faithful to the country?
Oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. Really good point.
He's
man.
having sex with Afghanistan, Lauren.
I mean, that might be a lyric in here.
You
I
need to
don't
get
know.
high, by the way. And we can just I got more ideas.
Man, I got another one for you. Listen to this lyric. I am the alpha to the seventh power, omega in its last hours. Electrical towers and media showers all get devoured. Expose the cowards, chaos and power. The devil is yours, the Lord is ours. When people start talking about electrical towers, that's when you know.
Quick cue.
Yeah, Matt.
Are Bionic Jive a Christian band?
Let's go to the boards.
Let's go to the board.
Let's go to the boards. Let's go to songmeanings.com. The Prince is back.
I love it.
It's the same day, May 18th. It's the same time. Best song ever.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not ever. But if you hear it, you'll love it.
Temper yourself.
This guy, best song ever, all caps. Then he said to himself, Prince,
Wait.
slow down here. Slow down here, buddy.
A lot of songs.
A lot of songs. But if you hear it, you'll love it. I've told 5 people to download it, and they all fell in love with Bionic Jive. I saw this video on MTV2 and fell in love with the band. Go buy their CD. http://www.bionicjive.com. The Prince. All right. Let's get back to the street team thing for a minute, Matt.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. So if you're on a street team,
Mhm.
you should definitely talk to more than 5 people.
Right.
I would say that's not even close to quota.
What street do you live on?
What street? I got-
Low traffic street.
this guy was like, listen, I'm just going to do the street by my grandma's house. It's in,
While I kick gnarly kick flips.
listen, it's on a dead end street. So there's no through traffic.
Yeah, a lot of cul-de-sac action.
5 people. 5 people, Prince? The Prince?
You aren't getting those tickets.
Things work out. I don't think they're working out.
I don't think they're going to work out, Prince.
No.
5 people. I told 5 people.
I told 5 people.
And if they tell 5 people,
I don't know. Even then, the numbers are still too low. They're still too low. We have a comment from Duke724. He posted this on May 27th, 2002, also in the afternoon. Seriously, this song is awesome.
yeah.
This is real music. A little bit of rock and rap. Get the CD. Armageddon through your speakers. It's crazy. Every song is awesome. My whole school loves the band now, too.
Okay, this guy should be on the street team.
This guy, he got his whole school. This dude talked to 5 fucking people.
This guy? Whole school.
Whole school. Okay. And we're assuming he's in high school. That's 4 grades. 9th grade. Loves Bionic Jive. 10th grade.
Loves Bionic Jive.
11th grade.
Also loves Bionic Jive.
12th grade.
Everyone, soup to nuts, loves Bionic Jive.
if this is like a prominent metropolitan high school,
That's at least 500 to 1,000, 1,500.
unbelievable. And then obviously all their parents are going to be hearing it because they're playing it in the car every day.
They're going to fall in love with it too.
They're going to love it because everyone who hears this song
Loves it.
Everyone.
Well, they love a holy war being battled on those cyber streets.
Absolutely. That's another lyric that comes up in there. He's fighting these battles in the .coms. Final comment. I'm sorry, not the final comment. The Prince comes back later. This is where I'm starting to see like what's going on with this street team. Okay.
Wild.
So this is from May 30th, 2002. So it's like a couple weeks later. He also
Maybe
posted,
Prince was in Paisley Park and just was like, it was his touring manager.
the guy who rides in the backup when he goes through parties.
Yeah. His bodyguard. Yeah, and maybe Sheila E. stopped by.
Sheila E's like, you gotta check out Bionic Jive. She says, I don't have time for this, Prince. I don't have time. He said, I just got the CD. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
How much later is this?
This is about 2 weeks later. This is February. This is May 30th.
Okay.
Okay. I just got the CD. It is the crap. I just don't get why they're not famous. The Prince. Then he concludes a link to his website, theprince.com.
That's a hell of a get. Is it still active?
You know what? I hadn't even clicked on it. Welcome back. It's black screen. Welcome back in green font. And then there's a YouTube link. Takes me to YouTube. Oh my God. This guy's got 212 subscribers and 100. He's doing, okay, he hasn't posted in a while. His most recent videos from a year ago, 6 months ago, in which he was doing ghost pepper testing. And then he has a former life as a ghost hunter. Were these really ghosts? I hate to break it to you, they weren't.
Lauren's firm no ghost stance.
I am. We can get. That's a whole sidetrack. I learned some new information about ghosts recently, or lack thereof. But anyway, so let's go back. Okay, I just got the CD. It is the crap. Okay, now I know that this is a child, because I think he's trying to say this is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't swear.
Can't swear on
Can't
the
swear
internet.
in the internet. You can't. It's not allowed. Especially on songmeanings.com.
They'll come to your house, knock on the door, and say, "Excuse me,
Did you say shit
on
online?
the internet?
Yeah.
Come with us."
So he says, it is the crap, which does not have the same hit. Doesn't hit the same match.
Nah. Oh, this is the crap.
This is the crap.
That makes me feel like it's awful.
Yeah. If you said to somebody, you gotta listen to this, it is the crap.
I'd be like, no, I don't want to listen to the crap.
You know what? You should try that on Jen Hansen the next time you see her. Be like, I'm listening to this album, and it is the crap. And see how long before she calls you out.
No.
All right, Matt. I know you love an early morning comment.
Love an early morning.
This is from Narnie23. She posted, I'm assuming she posted this on September 24th, 2002 at 1:47 in the morning. I don't usually like rap mixed with rock, but this song is good. I think the meaning of this is pretty obvious. The world is corrupted. I do have a question about it, though. They mention stuff about God and the Lord, so are they Christian? And if so, why would they say, motherfuck the police? I got to say, when I read this comment for the first time, I thought it was one of ours, and then was then shaken to my core when I saw it was posted in 2002. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. An incredible comment. I want to say that a lot of people responded to this comment and said, you can be Christian and also hate the police.
That's correct.
This is true. But I truly love that. And also I don't usually like rap mixed with rock. I'm like, oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah?
Just you wait.
Expand on that. And then finally, it's summertime, Matt. It's June 22nd, 2002. It's the afternoon, and the Prince is back. Hell yeah. They're not coming to South Carolina on anger management, though. It's not good. Kind of don't like that. Larry Love told my friend to email Eminem about it, but I don't know. They only get 10 to 15 minute sets, so yeah. Anywho, hopefully they'll be back on another tour and they'll come to my area. Anyone who doesn't know who they are, download this song now. You'll love it. The Prince. And then he links to his website again. things didn't work out.
Things did not work out.
You only told 5 people, and now they're not even coming to your town on the anger management tour. And I love this idea that someone named Larry Love told his friend to email Eminem. Just email Eminem.
Dude, drop Eminem a line and let him know we're pissed.
So this is 2002. So Eminem's email address is probably Eminem at
MarshallMathers.com.
marshallmathers.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eminem's email address in 2010 was Eminem at beatsbydre.com.
Correct. Yep.
Eminem's email now is, you're going to be blown away by this, man,
Okay.
is Eminem at msn.com. I don't know why he did that.
At Hotmail.
At hotmail.com. I don't know why he did that, but he did. There's a music video for this song. It's a standard new metal performance video. They shot it in a warehouse with a pretty hyped crowd. Band is doing their thing. The rappers are doing their thing. It was okay. Kind of boring. I was expecting a little bit more conceptually, but I could see they were just like, hey, let's show Bionic Jive doing the damn thing, doing what they do. And I would say, I think they got a good set of extras for the audience. They looked fairly hyped. So it was fine, but yeah, I was a little bored. All right, Matt.
All right.
Up next, we've got Hands to the Roof.
Through the crowd, I'm off to the spot where the ballers and G's congregate when they pop collars. Look, baby girl, you know my money is made.
Matt, this is a song about going to the club.
Yep.
It's about being a pimp.
Ah,
It's about being a baller.
a G.
A G. It's about being all of these things. Of course, you and I both found this song very relatable.
Totally.
Reminds us of our club hopping days. I mean, for one, counting big faces. I love that. That's one of the top tier, letting everybody know.
You got
2001, you got that new money,
those big hundreds.
big hundreds. You're about to spend it at the club. A great place to spend.
Top places to spend money.
Return on investment at the club.
Dude,
Incredible.
number ROI on the club,
Absolutely.
100%.
When you spend a ton at the club, when you wake up the next day, you think money well spent.
Well spent.
Well spent.
What is it? Memories,
Memories, vibes.
vibes, big vibes.
A lot of vibes. A lot of vibes. Yeah.
What is it? Things you can't remember with the people you won't forget.
That's right. That's right.
It's a real live, laugh, love
also
situation.
the other thing is that like we all think about, when we met some of our best friends.
Oh yeah,
It was at a night at the club, pimping,
Heck
being
yeah.
a baller and a G.
being a G.
Absolutely. Those are when the true connections are made because, there's something to be said about meeting somebody in like a park or a library and
Right.
having the conversation.
Like a real conversation where you connect with them.
Yeah. But there's something to be said about talking to someone while Usher's Yeah plays at 9,000 decibels.
The loudest you've ever heard a song be played.
And you're like, where are you from?
Yeah.
Where have you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I took an Uber
No,
here.
dog. Walks out mouth like it's ridiculous.
So,
Don't say, won't say, don't
is this
say,
table
say,
taken?
but- Perfect club recreation.
That's what it's like to be in the club and to make friends.
That is.
So this is a song.
And it's so easy.
It's super easy to make friends.
Nobody comes to the club to pretend that there's something they're not.
No.
Everybody's the most real.
I would say you won't find a more genuine person than a person in the club.
The most genuine person is the person who's throwing up at the club.
That is true. If you see somebody and they are ralphing it out
In the club?
in the club, that's a real dude. That's the real motherfucking deal at the club.
Thrown up in the club.
Oh, you've thrown up
I'm
in the
in
club?
the realest of the real.
Oh, wow. Did you throw up on the floor or you throw up in the bathroom?
Oh, I threw up in a garbage can.
Oh, okay.
And then left.
All right. Okay. All right. I think I've talked about this show. One of the drunkest I ever got was at my best friend's wedding in New York.
Okay.
Because those New York drinks, they're different.
They hit different.
They hit different because I think that dude was just like, I was like, can I have gin and ginger ale? And he was like, gin, ginger ale. And yeah, they hitting. And I had to be basically lifted out of that place. I didn't throw up. but I was lifted. I remember going down a staircase, and I don't remember my feet touching. I think I was just being carried down the staircase. And there's a photo somewhere of me, and I'm like, that man is gone. That man is gone.
Yes.
But yeah, when you go to the club, yeah, it's all about honesty and truth. This is a song about going to the club and having just incredible amounts of money. And the thing about it is that I believe that this is like a sincere brag song. And you got at the end of the song, I'll read you these lyrics. Let's get the club up, show them how we get down. Let's get the club up. Bounce ain't no standing round. Yes, get off the wall, 100%. That's actually, follow that rule. Let's get the club up, get them from wall to wall till my fellas get money, till the ladies drop drawers. So we know what the priorities here. His friends, he would like to see them to be economically secure, and he would like to see the women with any underpants on.
That's correct. Man, get your financial stability up. And lady, let me see them big ass butts.
I enjoyed this song. It was fun. It's
Good
a party
time.
song.
Good
Yeah.
time.
You know what? I can't be mad about it. Oh, here's another lyric I like. Look, baby girl, you know my money is made. Can I see your G-string in the back of the Escalade?
Great.
Great. Perfect. I mean, he's saying that. Listen, I am.
He's saying what we're all thinking.
He's saying I am financially sound. I am a secure provider. Can I see your vagina?
I don't make money for any other reason. Could I please check out your lady business?
Can I please? I may be a good husband.
Let me see them titties.
At songmeanings.com, A Place for My Head commented on June 13th, 2002. I think this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Check Bionic out, man. These guys are going to be big. I just wish the anger management tour would come close to where I live, but Papa Roach sucks. I would leave when Papa Roach comes on stage. If you like this or any other Bionic songs, join the street team and get the word around about BJ. Parentheses, Bionic Jive, not blowjob. All right.
This street team is wild.
I think there's a problem with the street team, okay? All right. One guy's talking to 5 people. The other guy is stupidly referring to Bionic Jive as BJ, which now that it's been presented to me, I can't unhear it. I can't unthink it. That strikes me as a true, they came up with the name. They recorded the whole album. They're done. It's printed. It's pressed. And somebody's like,
BJ?
Well, I was saying before that, they go, do you ever have it in New York? And they're like, oh, that's terrible. Is that going to, this album, they're like, no. We're pushing it through. Day of release. Somebody on the street team referred to you guys as BJ. Oh, no! It's tough. It's tough. Listen. As I like to say, I like to call Limp Bizkit the LB. You know,
That's right.
Linkin
But
Park,
that's pounds.
That's right. The LP, Linkin Park. That's a long player.
That's right.
Doing great. You can't do anything with Korn. It's too short. Called Deftones. I guess you call them the Tones. You know what I mean?
Could.
You could. You wouldn't. You shouldn't.
Why?
Don't do that. But yeah, I mean, the Knot. That's a good nickname.
The Knot's pretty good.
The Knot's great. Mudvayne, the Vein.
Maybe.
Sure, why not? But if your name is Bionic Jive,
Our Lady?
Our Lady's great.
I just left off peace because that was kicking my ass.
Listen, man, I don't have time for the peace and Our Lady peace. Not if I'm going to provide for this family. Listen, man. I got this girl into my car. All right, I showed her my bank statements. She showed me her G-string. We are now married. I don't have time to say Our Lady peace.
I don't
all
have
right,
Our Lady
not
peace
if I'm
time.
providing for this family. All right, we got multiple children. All right.
I know the Prince.
The
had
Prince,
to
yeah,
come
man.
back.
yeah, man. The Prince is back. They came back a year after this comment, June 6th, 2003. This is a little later in the evening. I want to say this is like 7 o'clock. A Place for My Head. As I'm sure you've heard, Bionic Jive is no longer together. Sad face emoji. The Prince.
No self-promotion on this one.
That's tough. So the Prince basically, which is funny because I'm like, is this the only way that the street team is communicating is through songmeanings.com?
Probably.
Probably. Honestly, it's true. All right, Matt. Up next, we've got Swarm.
Almost perfect.
Matt, talk me through your feelings on Swarm.
Okay, I'm with it. I can deal with everything that's happening. In fact, I'm not dealing with it. I'm loving it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ticket punched going on the ride. I like the delivery. Has a real, I mean, it's funny that we mentioned boomed POD vibe, but it's got that POD
Oh, for sure.
vibe
Yeah.
going. Then that chorus is kind of butt. I don't like, you're in the swarm. You're in the swarm.
So, Matt, this song, and I don't want to cast aspersions, but this song seems to be that they were like, we want to make a song about the pit. Which
Right.
Definitely.
Classic.
Love song.
Gotta start a song about the pit.
Make a song about the pit. And then we're like, well, what's going on in the pit? What's something different? Like I said, I called this some thesaurus rap earlier. All right. They didn't want it to be, they wanted it to be something different. They wanted to get out there. And so they probably looked at a pit at a Bionic Jive show and they were like, it seems like a merging of people, like a hive, maybe like something with a hive. And then somebody was like, no, you don't want to get two bees, but I don't know, but maybe they're swarming. And I think they locked eyes.
Yeah.
And they went, it's a swarm. Now, the thing is that, yeah, I don't know if this chorus really works. Don't really love it. But I got to say, though, is that this is a song about the pit that truly makes the pit sound like hell on earth. They are like, what happens in the pit? What happens in the pit at this show? And they're just like, oh, man, everybody gets killed. And they're like, well, what if we get real specific? And they're like, if you must.
Does it turn into a monster fuck situation?
I'm going to read you this lyric. This section is reserved for those hard to kill. So shove him in his chest hard enough to turn his lungs to gills. Dislocate your shoulder is the quota. These rhymes send your head to Nova Scotia. When animalistic impulse take over, Mosh monster. Behold the head trauma. Get down. No dosito. This is the true essence of the underground. Sunshine or rain, we toss on asphalt terrain as we levitate over the crowd with your eyeballs gouged. You want a body bang? This is insane. War games with nothing to gain but pain. This sounds like an awful mosh pit.
Fucking nightmare.
The quota is dislocate your shoulder. That's the quota.
To get in the door, you have to dislocate your shoulder.
And listen, that's no good for anyone. Famous scene in Blade. He dislocates his shoulder, has to get it pushed back in.
You have to push somebody so hard that their lungs de-evolve or evolve, I guess, into gills?
I mean, by this definition, if you shove him in the chest hard enough to turn his lungs to gills, you basically have turned him into Aquaman.
Correct. You've made a man a fish.
You have fishmanned him. So
Have you ever fishmanned a guy in the pit?
Haven't yet. I'm worried it's going to happen to me though.
Yeah, don't. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If you get a warning about this pit, hey, don't go in there. You're gonna get fishmanned, and you like don't get an opportunity because Usher's "Yeah" is playing it like
You can't hear it.
Yeah. Don't go in there. You're gonna get fishmanned. What's fishman? Gotta go.
And then because let me tell you, this show's already hard enough to record. Trying to record it underwater, I don't want that challenge. Yeah, that's what it would sound like. It sounds terrible. This song is crazy. I think with a better chorus, it would be an all-timer of insanity.
I was like, oh, this is going into fucking canon.
Yeah, but this chorus is not great. But I was truly blown away by it was literally they were like, we're gonna make a song about the pit, and what happens in our pit is nothing but liabilities.
And then it just becomes like Dante's Inferno, where it's just like, and now you're in the stage of hell in the pit, where someone's gonna lay you down and take a shit on your chest. You're gonna wriggle around in the poop. Wait a minute. Am I enjoying my time at your show?
When you go to the pit at Bionic Jive, you will get so many open wounds. Your infection levels will be off the charts. Get vaccinated before you go. What are we talking about?
Hepatitis is a real risk at our shows.
At our shows. Real big problem. So, I'm going to go 2 places. First, I'm going to songmeanings.com. There's only one comment, and it's from A Place for My Head. They posted it May 28th, 2002. They posted it, this looks like, what is this, like 9 o'clock in the evening, 10 o'clock in the evening, something like that. Bionic Jive kicks ass. This is one of their best songs, I think, on their CD. It's all about the moshin', man. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it feels good to just beat the shit out of people. Does it? I don't know. I'm going to push back on that one a little bit.
Now you're in the pit where everyone has a cushion and we try to recreate scenes from Audition.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That is, Matt, I'm chilled to the bone by that verse. That is very afraid. Oh, no.
Do not go into this
If
pit.
you go into that pit, you're done. All right? No spoilers for Audition, but you are done. Oh, no. Oh, no. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, you'll be throwing up.
you're gonna
You gonna be throwing up.
There's gonna be tons of retching.
Oh, man, you'll be throwing up. You might... Is this an audition where they throw up and they eat the throw up?
Oh, it's so gnarly.
Oh, God. I've seen it twice and I'm still like, am I sure? Anyway, there's a Swarm music video. This was very unusual.
Okay.
Because this video was filmed, I think, 5 years ago. It's like they got Bionic Jive back together and they decided to make a music video. So everybody looks older, but it was filmed widescreen, high definition.
Okay.
The band behind them is all wearing masks, which I think indicates to me not Seth Rockwell and the crew, just a bunch of other guys.
Right.
The rappers clearly look much older than they did in the other videos. Makes sense. It's been like 15 years. The mosh pit that they put together appears very small. And when we see the moshers, they look older than you and me. There is one guy who I'm like,
Is that possible? We are ancient.
we are very old, but I got to say, there is a gentleman fully gray in this pit. And at one point they're shown sort of like doing like sort of like a mock fighting behind the rappers. And I was like, you hit that
It's
guy.
an old man mosh pit.
Listen, I think
Shades of Grey just kicking up bullshit.
I gotta say, if you hit this guy wrong, he's done. He's dead. He's not gonna survive.
Don't push him in his withered bones. He'll crush like a castle in Game of Thrones.
Oh, Matt, you got a lot of good ones here, bud.
This is all just riffing, baby.
I love it. I will say this video looks like they were having a lot of fun making it, but it was very clear that, yeah, everybody this looks a little too old for this pit. I'm just gonna say it. And if they get hit wrong, they will dislocate a shoulder. They will have to stop filming. They will need to call an ambulance. It's gonna be trouble. But
Geriatrics body surfing all the time. Don't drop them or you'll destroy their spine.
there it is. I will say, though, this was the most enjoyable video of the 3 that I watched.
Okay.
I like this one the most. Just because it was them. Like, you could tell that everybody was having a really good time when they made it. And actually, at the end of it, like it's like the song ends and you have a slow fade out and you can tell like the cut ended and you can see one of the rapper guys say, that's how it's done. Like, you can tell like he was very happy.
It's a good time.
So it was a good time video. I like the vibes of it. But this is a very old mosh pit. All right. Up next, we've got Break the Chains. But instead of saying we shouldn't keep having school shootings, they were like, let's go shoot some more people.
Right. The answer to shootings is more shooting.
Yeah, I wrote in my notes that this one is weird conceptually since it seems to identify that the issue is all these wars and conflicts and there are manipulation to get people to kill each other. And then he's also, but I got to get me some killing in too.
But you got to get some.
Got to get a little bit in.
My problem actually was song structure. I I didn't pick up on everything because it really washes over you pretty quick.
They cover a lot very quickly.
It's dense. It's a musical sandwich. But when we get to that chorus, and that's it. That's all that guy should get. Then I get another 3 lines. No, return to the other guy. If you were gonna do that, what are we doing? No.
Yeah, I like the chorus of this one a lot more than the verses. I like that he says that he has the power to form storms. So then I was like, oh, is this a little X-Men reference? Is that what's going on here? But ultimately, this one feels like just we're throwing a lot on there. We're talking about all of this murder and death, and then we're also like, well, I've also got to kill. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. There were 0 comments in songmeanings.com because at that point, I think
Everyone was dead.
Oh no, I thought everybody got grounded.
Yeah,
That was my feeling.
yeah.
They were like, "You're spending too much time with this street team. You told 5 of us to listen to this album. Okay, go to your room."
Go to your room. That's enough. You said crap.
You said crap. You can't say crap on the internet. All right, Matt, we got a song called Freaks. Matt, we're back at the club.
We are back at the club.
We're back at the club, and I know that when you would go to the club as
Yep.
a young man, you would
I wanted to hear those club classics.
You wanted to hear club classics for sure. But the second thing that you would do is you would always roll in and you'd always look to see who's in charge. Who's
Yep.
running the floor, maybe who's like the head bouncer,
Head bouncer.
Or the manager, you know.
Yeah.
And you always go in, you introduce yourself, get a firm handshake in.
Totally.
And then you'd always lean into them. And like you said, Matt, you know, Yeah by Usher is playing
So loud.
so loudly.
Piercingly loud.
And so you'd lean over to him and you go, hey, we're the freaks.
Pardon me?
Where are the freaks?
Just you, bro?
No. Where are the freaks?
Yeah?
No. Where are the freaks? Can you let them out?
We ain't got no freaks, man.
No freaks?
No freaks, man.
All right.
Hey, man, you should go.
Oh, all right. I'm leaving.
See.
And that's what would happen at the club is that you would go in there.
That's.
And
I mean, that was so second nature to me because I've had that conversation numerous times.
So many times.
Countless.
so many times where you go into the club, you
I
find
didn't have
somebody
to
in
go to
charge.
another club. That's why I always ended up at City Club because that's where the freaks were.
The freaks were. You didn't have to ask where they were because they were there.
They were there in plain sight.
Yeah, absolutely. But here we are asking that the freaks be let out. Let them out. They are asking for it. Please and thank you. Let out the freaks.
Yes.
I would say at this point on the album, it was getting a little samey for me.
I was realizing this, and
Yes.
I in my head while that song was going, and I was preparing to do some Charles Manson verses. I was like, "Oh, they're not going to let me because they don't know how to let any songs breathe."
They don't let it breathe. There's also a lyric in this song that I have to say drive me a little crazy.
Okay,
I'm going to read it to you now.
sure, buddy.
All y'all aggravate all four corners of the wall. Stand at the throne of God, hold your nose and free fall. Yes, y'all, act like Lionel Richie and walk the wall. I want to see y'all sneeze brains and snatch chains when the track bang. All right. Lionel Richie danced on the ceiling. He did not walk on a wall.
He did walk on the wall to get to the ceiling.
Yes, but that's not what we think about.
No, we
The
think of
song
him
is
dancing on the ceiling.
That's the song.
Right, but in
Why
order for
we're referencing just a specific part of the one part of the Dancing on the Ceiling music video?
correct.
I don't know, man.
It seems a tough road to hoe. I mean, why are we going for that?
I feel like he was sitting there and he's like, I really want to say Lionel Richie walking on the wall. That's the thing, though. Walking on the wall like Lionel Richie, dancing on the ceiling. Dancing on the ceiling.
Yeah.
You know who was off the wall?
Michael Jackson.
Yes. I'm off the wall like Michael Jackson. It's right there. Maybe it's been
Or
done.
Michael Jackson, I'm off the wall, and then he doesn't have to ruin his rhyme scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he just wanted wall.
I think he wanted Wall. Didn't want to say Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson's too heavily cited. He's like Lionel Richie, and maybe they sat down and watched.
Maybe he could have started Oasis Wonderwall.
I'm off the wall like Oasis. I'm wondering why I'm off the wall like.
And looking for those sweet freak faces.
Oh, hey, there we go. All right, Bionic Jive's gonna write us and be like, "Shut your fucking mouth."
How dare you? I was just talking about the part where he walks on the wall.
All right,
That's my favorite part because it is when the video gets twisted.
It is because then they're dancing on the ceiling.
What a feeling.
When you were a kid, was that like your favorite song for a minute? Because it was mine.
All Night Long, for sure.
Oh, okay.
I loved All Night Long.
Mm.
If I heard dancing on the ceiling at a wedding, like when my cousins got married, I was very excited.
Mhm, yeah.
But yeah, oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. What a song.
Yeah, I think as a little kid, I was always like much more about that song. And then I remember that was the thing that always cracked me up when everyone was talking about the Hello or Oh Hello music video
Yep.
and the whole thing. And I'm like, I don't find that as interesting as the fact that he was dancing on a ceiling.
Yes.
That strikes me as much more interesting and much more impossible. A blind woman touching your face and then molding something, that seems like feasible in the world we exist in. Dancing on the ceiling,
Impossible.
impossible. And the influence of that, I feel like, has gone way further. I mean, I watched Inception and I was like, this
You know, it's
dancing on-
Lionel Richie
this,
over
this,
here.
this fucking dancing on the ceiling over here. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right. So freaks, please let them out. That's the main thing we get out of that. All right, Matt. Up next, we've got Rock On. Listen, you gotta have a song called Rock On. You gotta have one. And here, I think they sufficiently rock.
Yep.
We got a lot of guitar noises. They're
Really
doing
like it.
We have the pre-chorus. Can Bionic Jive kick it? Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Can
We're running into something though, right?
Yeah, Matt, what are we running into?
Every song sounds exactly the same.
Can Bionic Jive make the same song 12 times? Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
And honestly, it's very samey, and I noticed that on my first listen, but I was not mad about it.
How they're samey is in a style I like. They're
Yeah.
at least giving me 12 things that feel like, oh, I like this.
Structurally, it's the same. Lyrically, though, every song they're just
Wildly
they're pulling stuff.
different.
Here we have a mouthful of razor blades, grenades out, razor blades in. I want to say I want to go back and I want to just talk once again. Bionic Jive are going to come to my house and they are going to turn my lungs into gills. But listen, can we make triple digits? Yes, we can. Triple digits is what? Tops 999?
Buddy, they're talking about basketball.
All right, you are allowed to come to my house and turn me into a fish man.
Yeah, no, I it took me a second
Uh-huh.
because I was like, can we make triple digits? But let's see if we can basketball.
Okay. Well, then the triple digits definitely make sense then, because that's when you know a game is really going hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Songmeanings.com, A-Train 8422, June 7th, 2002, 12:35 in the afternoon. So this was a lunchtime post.
Okay.
Bionic Jive rocks. Song is great. And the band is great. Get the CD and listen for yourself.
I'm part of the street team.
This one, it's such a low sell. I'm used to such a hard sell.
Yeah.
That this like soft sell is like appealing to me. Like A-Train, I like your vibe. I like that you waited till lunchtime to post this. You know, like this might be the move. Should have been the move, but you know, instead we got the Prince over here. You know,
Please listen.
please, everybody on
Dear God.
everybody on my grandma's street, please listen to Bionic Jive so I can go. All right, Matt. This next one, this is the song we talked about earlier. This was used in the trailer and the film for the Transporter, Ricochet.
What are you
Matt,
about?
this is a song about Vietnam, baby. This is a song about being in the shit. Were you in the shit? Yeah. Listen to Ricochet by Bionic Jive. You want to hear more about it. I was blown away. All I know about this song was that it was in the trailer for the Transporter, and apparently it's all about, specifically about being in Vietnam. And
in a concentration camp in Vietnam?
let me read you from the second one. Swamp sleeper, booby trap, barbed wires in case peace plans backfire, bullet wounds and knife scars till my lungs expire. All I got left is last words from Messiah. There they go, the opposition. They got my name on ammunition, trying to hold my dominion. Fuck that, let the bayonet connect. My battle cry, resurrect Malcolm X, releasing Full Metal Jackets. Espionage, rob the blueprints. Now we hard to touch in the clutch like Pentagon documents.
Documents, another thesaurus. What I'm looking for. Okay, there it is. Just had to use my thesaurus / rhyming dictionary.
Matt, let me tell you, I love that this song came out. It's clearly all about being a soldier in Vietnam, and they were like,
Chuck Norris doesn't know how it feels. He might be missing in action, but I've been missing my feels. All my skin's torn off by a man.
I mean, listen, perfect for the Transporter.
Perfect for
the Transporter.
real Transporter music.
Real Transporter music. Songmeanings.com. Ed Dog 29512 posted this on April 19th, 2003. And this looks to be about 8 o'clock in the evening. Just one person has commented, man, I really hate rap, but this song is pretty good to me. I think that probably only because it's in the Transporter, though.
Oh, God. What a fucking shit take.
Let me tell you.
All these years later, rap sucks.
You know what, though? I just don't like rap. You don't like the most popular music in the world?
Nope. Hate
All
the
right.
Beatles, too.
Ugh, jeez. Oh, my Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, Ed Dog, should have kept that one to
I
yourself.
think chocolate sucks.
All right, Matt, I'm going to bring you back.
Okay, buddy.
It's the Prince. It's June 6, 2003, baby. And that's also about 8 o'clock in the evening. These guys weren't rap. They were real rap rock. They had 2 real MCs and a real metal band behind them. I loved them. Too bad they broke up. I have loved this band for well over a year. This song, though, is now everywhere. It's on a new movie, The Italian Job, I think, and on the transporter, and it was also used as the theme to Arena Football on NBC.
There it is.
I don't know if it's still on or not. Shrug. Go get their CD. It's great. The Prince.
Street Team till he dies, bro.
He went through so much in there. He's I don't know if that's still on or not. Shrugs, but then he screams, "Go get their CD.
Go get their CD.
Go get their CD." He loved them. He's always loved them. But at a certain and it seems like he's giving up, and then he's go get it.
He's learned to let them go,
Mm-hmm.
but he still wants one last ride.
One last ride. All right, Matt. Up next, we have a skit
Okay.
into the song Kerosene. So the skit is called "Get It Hot," and
Okay.
honestly,
Should I just start
it's,
playing
it's
it?
not a very good skit.
Okay.
If you listen to it, you will notice that it seems to be about guys about to blow something up.
Okay.
So you can listen to a little bit of that.
All right, I'm good on that. I don't need to
Yeah.
hear much more.
And then they go into the song Kerosene.
What is happening?
Matt, once again, I would say that there is what's the common term? Understanding the assignment. Okay, we always talk about they say that now. They understood the assignment. Bionic Jive understood the assignment too well. They were like, we're gonna make a song about setting things on fire. What happens to the human body when you set it on fire? Oh, we're gonna tell you. I'll just say the lyric: "Burn to the 3rd degree, then proceed to bone marrow." Or to burn marrow. He's basically talking about this is such an extreme burn that has gone through the skin and is now burning your bones. And it's like this thing where you like, I admired the chutzpah, you know, of it all, but at the same time, like it's too much. Like you don't need to talk about literally burning a guy alive. It's like someone did the research. I'm doing a presentation. It's what happens to the human brain when it goes into space and exposed to space? And so, oh man, well, they go really deep in the classes. This guy knows too much. He knows too much. He's saying too much. He's knowledgeable, and I appreciate that, but he's saying too much.
Right. He read the books.
Oh, he read every book.
That chorus sucks too. Real bad.
Yeah, it's not a great chorus. We're definitely doing what I call fake Rage Against the Machine noises with the guitar here. Seth Rockwell is doing a lot of that. And once again, this is really just a situation where I just know that the guys in Bionic Jive, they did the research. And if you want to know, I mean, here's the thing. Maybe they know something about hitting a lung so hard it turns into a gill.
True.
You know?
True.
They did the research. I trust them more than anyone, honestly. Yeah.
They're the authorities.
Listen, if I'm in college and Bionic Jive is across the hall from me and I'm late with a term paper, I will have Bionic Jive write it for me. Okay?
Okay.
They
I
will do a
respect that.
great essay for me. Perfect. Just slap my name on the top. Matt, we are getting close to the end of this album. There's a
Yes.
few songs left. Do you
How respectful of our time is this album?
Matt, this album clocks in at 45 minutes and 16 seconds.
That's super respectful for how verbose it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. There's no song longer than, I think the longest song on this album is 4 minutes and 22 seconds. And most of the songs are about 3 to 3.5.
Wowie zowie.
So there you go.
You ready?
All right, Matt. Up next, we've got Walking with Shadows.
What is happening?
All right, Matt. So here's the thing. I like the story of this song. I
Yep.
see what he's doing. He's telling a journey of his youth, or if not his youth, a character he's created about coming out of this tough upbringing. Go into this chorus. I'm the angel of death, holding a bullet with my name. I get that. Why does the chorus sound like Stone Temple Pilots?
Right.
Why does that sound like Aerosmith? What is happening here?
I don't know.
Very strange. Was always on my first listen, I was like, oh, okay. Didn't realize we were going to get a little Big Bang Baby over here, but okay. And yeah, this one is, I would say, my least favorite on the album.
Yeah, kind of don't like it.
Yeah, not fan. At the end, they do the "Don't push me because I'm close to the edge" bit.
Yeah.
So I get what they're going for, but it is, I don't know. That chorus is. Listen, I love Stone Temple Pilots, as I've said, but I don't want to hear it here. I don't want to hear it in this context.
No.
This is no good for me.
No good.
Songmeanings.com had a comment from Hybrid Sinister.
Okay.
This is from February 13th, 2007 at 11:56 in the evening. I'm sorry, 11:56 in the morning. My mistake. So this is right before lunch, the day before Valentine's Day.
Okay.
No comment?
Of course.
Anyway, I really love this song. I think it's about dying at, quote, the hood or anything like it. Thank you, Hybrid Sinister, for your thoughts. Matt, we have our final song, and then we will have a spoken word outro. So our final song is called Goodbye,
Okay.
and then the final outro is Who's Your God Part 2.
Okay.
Here we go.
Whoa! Yows! Out of suicide song out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, Matt. Out of nowhere, we have a character who's contemplating suicide, who, based off the storyline here, is going through with it. Pretty grim take. Just a little bit ago, Matt, we were letting the freaks out in the club.
We were throwing bands at the club.
We were meeting future wives in the back of Escalades after showing our economic feasibility. It just shows you how quickly things can take a turn.
How the mighty have fallen.
That's right. This one, dark stuff, because we deal with concepts of suicide, sexual abuse comes up in the second verse. It seems to be built around a little bit of this idea of what, if you said to somebody like, hey, what do you think a lot of the darker nu metal songs are about?
Mm-hmm.
And they sort of took that as the thesis. But because we know Bionic Jive at this point do not half-ass anything,
Right.
they went all in.
Yeah.
They went in. The description is vivid.
A little too vivid.
Maybe too vivid. Once again, they understand the assignment too well. They don't want an A, they want an A+.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the chorus is straight into the crack.
Yeah.
Straight.
Rough one. Rough
one.
All right, let's take a listen to a couple seconds of Who's Your God Part 2.
I liquefy mics. I can write a rhyme with my conscience that can perform an exorcism with no responses.
Okay. Yep. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't even get to the part where he talks about Deuteronomy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll save that for my own personal
That's for
enjoyment.
Matt's own personal. So that is the album, Armageddon Through Your Speakers by Bionic Jive. And now it is the part of the show where we talk about
Canon talk.
talking about the canon. Matt, we'll start with you.
You know what? I liked a lot of it, which was also balanced out by what are you doing and why are you doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I found the back half of the album to be very samey, although lyrically the content always kept me interested.
Mm-hmm.
But some of it is a little too hyper literal to make it super enjoyable upon repeated listenings.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that if I were to put anything in the canon,
Yeah.
it would be Pump. Pump is a winner, and it's a simple chorus that doesn't go into the butt.
Right.
I think it's a great mission statement. If Pump was on with Boom on a mixtape, I'd be like, whoa, 2 rockers in a row. I'm ready to do this. Put another 25 on each side of the rack. So that would be my 2 cents. I would say Pump would be put that in. Other than that, enjoyable listen, but a little too literal and a little too samey.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty solid album. Made me laugh a lot. It's consistently rocking. It is pretty one note in delivery, but that one note is a strong note.
Yeah.
Strong note. Seth Rockwell and the boys
Doing it.
Doing it and work. We get some extremely packed verses into some big choruses, a few that are butt and a few that are new AF. I think it's not bad, but it also feels like even in 2001, it may have still already been like a little dated guitar wise.
Yep.
Because you also get into what I consider like Judgment Night guitars as opposed to Wes
New
Borland 2001 guitars.
riffs.
Yeah. But I think Pump is great. Swarm is the most insane mosh pit song I've ever heard. But yeah, I would say Pump for the Cannon for sure.
I love it. No argument from me.
There you go. So Bionic Jive, you got one in the new metal canon.
You did it.
Welcome. And that just brings us to the end of another episode of Roach, Coach Matt.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, keep on saying hello to us online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course, TikTok. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/roachcoachpodcast. Become a patron. Head over to roachcoach.com. Get yourself a hot tea.
Hot teas.
Hot teas. Become a patron. Get a little discount.
20% off.
20% off them teas for our Patreon patrons. And Matt, we just have so much more coming up on this show.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great. All right. So, Matt, until next time, thank you.
Thank you.